Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, September 11th, 2025, Aries. There's action to be taken, so make sure you get up early to make a fresh start. You may be on stage today in more ways than usual. Your powerful words won't go unnoticed by others and you're dynamic and effective in pursuit of your goals. Your mental activity is on top working condition and your words are emotionally charged, so please be careful what you say. Taurus, be yourself and you can do no wrong. This is one of these days when you barely need to make any effort to go long distance. You'll find power at your disposal and confidence in yourself. Feel free to grab the microphone and express your opinion. Your words and thoughts are highly charged. Gemini, there may be a bit of restlessness and a strong force urging you to take action. A dynamic footing in the air is calling you to get up and moving. Take this opportunity to push through some of your new ideas. Make strides toward the completion of your goals. Don't let your emotions get in the way of your mental processes. Cancer, charge ahead and use your emotions to fuel your fire. You will have plenty of mental acumen today that can help break through your puzzle. New beginnings are underway in many areas of your life. There's no reason to delay any longer than you already have. Take this opportunity to live up to your full potential and make things happen for yourself. Leo, be selfish today. You have every right to look out for number one. Sensitivity to other people's emotions and issues is noble, but it may leave you emotionally drained. Think rationally about your emotions and have the courage to say no to people once in a while. You're a great giver and a saint. This is a perfect day to do some giving back to yourself. Virgo, your mind should be sharp today and you should be with all your words. Take pride in who you are and what you believe. The self-confidence will radiate from you. Use your keen mental powers to move things along in your favor. This is a good day for opportunity and not to waste it. Take control of the situation and lead the charge. Full steam ahead. Libra, much of your focus is internal, but today it would behoove you to turn some into energy that's outward. This is the opportunity to make a leap of faith in the right direction. You have a great deal of bite behind your words. Don't underestimate your power and bravery. Just be careful that you don't start arguments over petty issues and aren't worth losing friends over. Scorpio, there's no need to walk around with a frown on a day like today. You have a special spark in your eye and spring in your step that you should make a great use of today. Jump into action with vigor and communicate your thoughts to other people. Change is important and necessary now. It might be a great time to wipe the slate clean and start anew. Sagittarius, you might feel a bit rough around the edges today. There's a bite of the day that could leave you feeling upset and unnerved. It may seem as if no one understands you. By opening up to others, you'll allow them to open up to you. People will be anxious to team the inner winnings of your mind. You have a great deal of personal wisdom to share, so please share it. Capricorn, your thoughts are emotionally charged, but you'll find that this can be to your advantage. You have a great deal of knowledge at your disposal and you aren't afraid to throw in a little drama for the fun of it. Your dramatic flair will also put you on a fair day like today. Don't hesitate to get exactly what you want, so please pursue it. Aquarius, the fast-paced frenzy of the day is just what you need to jumpstart your brain and get you moving in the right direction. Take control of the fire within and keep it strong all day. You'll find that there's a more personal aspect to your thoughts and you can think more rationally than your emotions. Your heart and your head are working well together, so please make use of it. Pisces, while you're on a crusade for peace and diplomacy, you may always find that other people seem to be on a crusade for war. Do your best under the prevailing trends. You may find that other people's words are charged with a great deal of passion that will be hard to ignore. You have your work cut out for you today. If you plan on maintaining a serene and calm disposition, then at the end you will have true peace. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 11th September 2025. Have yourself a great day.
Well, hello there, guys. It's Thursday. How are you doing? Hope you had an awesome night and you're ready to face off another awesome day today. Well, if not, stay with us. By the time we're through with you, you'll be in a better mood. I promise you that. I can promise you that with conviction. Anyways, let's go on over to the news department and let's see what's going on there. We'll be back.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polion. On the eve of what should have been a joyful milestone, her 66th birthday, a grieving mother instead prepares to bury her youngest child. The anguish is written in her voice as she mourns the loss of 27-year-old Josiah Ned Herman, gunned down in Groseley on Tuesday evening.
Like I said, not putting my hand in fire for nobody, but I know my son was not in no gang, and you can go all in the street in Groseley, and they can never say he was in gang.
The mother's heartbreak is deepened by disappointment and fear as she questions whether the authorities have either the will or ability to stem the violence that has now claimed her son. We continue the broadcast with news that the St. Lucia Labour Party has thrown its full support behind retired educator John Paul Estefan, officially naming him as the candidate for Babonneau. With decades in the classroom and a pledge to champion youth development and a stronger community infrastructure, Estefan is stepping from education into politics, promising to build connections house by house, field by field.
My mission is very simple: to include everyone and to empower everyone. What we want to do is to create opportunities where every resident in Babonneau will feel welcome. We'll create an equitable environment where everyone can thrive and given the opportunity to thrive. We want to break all barriers that would prevent people from reaching their full potential.
John Paul Estefan is a retired educator with a long and distinguished career. He taught at a school in the South and was appointed principal of the Debarra Combined School in 2003. He later went on to teach at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College and Monroe College. As September marks Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month, health officials here are renewing calls for greater support for people struggling with suicidal thoughts. The National Mental Wellness Center says limited resources continue to hinder its ability to meet rising demand.
Men use more lethal means, right? So they're more likely to complete suicide. This is despite women having higher rates of ideation and attempts. Okay, but what can we do? Perhaps we can do better with research and monitoring to see how can we best address those the prevalence. Also, creating safe spaces for men.
However, officials stress that with stronger data analysis, targeted policies, and adequate funding, meaningful progress can be achieved. Investing in today's talent to empower youth for a sustainable future was the focus of the Small Business Development Center's Young Entrepreneurs in Action graduation ceremony, which took place yesterday.
The SBDCA program responds to the challenges of youth under and unemployment. It equips our young people with hands-on experience, helping them to build entrepreneurial awareness, workplace readiness, professional confidence, and ethical standards. To date, this number has more than doubled, with 100 students being assigned to 60 MSMEs.
The event marked the culmination of a 6-week job attachment program designed to equip secondary school students with practical entrepreneurial skills. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polion. Good morning.
Thanks, News Department. We're taking a break. We'll be back. They whispered to her, "You can't withstand the storm." She whispered back, "I am the storm." I'm reading this from my little pad I just got from Dr. Remy's office. And trust me, there's a lot more where this come from. October is around the corner. And guess what? You know what time it is. Let's find out how it is that you can get on board, because we want everybody on board this time around. Well, whenever you see this young lady here, and I said young lady deliberately, you already know what time it is. Now, in the past, Tamara, let me just say it, we come around October. And I say, let's do it a little different this time around, because when we come in October, we're trying to get people to be in tune with what's going on. Exactly. So I think it serves our purpose to get the information out there now. So by the time October hits, people will be aware what's going on. And you have quite a number of plans, quite a number of exciting and innovative stuff that you want us to engage with as John Public.
right.
And I am definitely on board for it all. I want to do the nails. I want to, I want to be on board in every way possible. So first up, let me say hello once again.
Hi, Maureen. My
President,
favorite person.
President of the St. Lucia Cancer Society. For 8 years now, almost 8 years now.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot of heart.
It is. It's a lot of time, but it's enjoyable. Somebody has to do it. And as much as I would love somebody to come and say, hey, how can I help? What can I do? Let me take it over. Until that happens, this is what I'm going to be doing.
Because we can't just drop the ball on it.
definitely
Absolutely.
not.
Especially not, you would never do that. You're so passionate about it. Right. Now, this year, October is right around the corner and we got to keep the awareness on again. I mean, we've been doing this for as long as you can remember. And if, sometimes it could get challenging for you at the helm, because how do you get people to continually to stay, pumped up about getting involved? Because sometimes it might seem it's monotonous. Every year we go through the same thing, and then people, well, you have a passion, so you locked in with that. Somebody else that is out, yeah, right. So, Lord, how difficult is this for you, man?
Like you correctly said, this is something that I see. Breast cancer we're talking about, right? I see my office every single day, so I don't get a break from it. And as you know, even though we focus a lot more on it in October, it's something that I really wish continued throughout the entire year. And you've heard me say this numerous times. February can go pink. And for obvious reasons, breast cancer is still the number one cancer that's affecting our females. And yes, males get breast cancer, but the figures show it is still number one among our women and a number one cancer cause of death. That has not changed. Unfortunately, I don't really have any different figures, and that's because the ministry, I believe, has been collecting their data. So I have to probably wait in line like everybody else to get the figures. From my personal, professional point of view, not as St. Lucia Cancer Society, but as a general surgeon, I can tell you that the number of cases that I diagnose per month has not gone down. Okay? And so every year we as a society come up with ideas that we think are going to be engaging, not just for the month of October, but so that people think that there's an actual purpose to our campaigns. And like you said, we try not to spill over into other months, because as a society, we don't just deal with breast cancer. We're dealing with all kinds of cancers. And so we don't usually want to distract from, for example, September. That's Childhood Cancer Awareness and going gold, right? Or even for those persons who recognize prostate cancer awareness in September. But I think there's a lot of merit in preparing people for October to try to get the campaign that we want, for it to be effective and to have or achieve the goals. And those goals always will remain education and awareness, advocacy. And we use October as our main fundraising time. And so we also know that there's not competition, but because as a community, we don't do a lot of things collaboratively. So we're hoping this year that there's one theme and everybody is locked into that one theme, as compared to different organizations doing different things. Yes, with the same goal of bringing the awareness, but we can have a more united front. So having said that, as you can see on my t-shirt, we're popping in October, and that is Pink on Purpose. And it's not just the t-shirts. It's not just the wearing something pink when you remember. And putting everything into pink for the entire month. So we're hoping that nail parlors and salons will push the pink nails. There's so many designs. We're hoping to put posters in a lot of the salons so that there's a reminder, there's a conversation. A couple of years ago, we took pink to some of the restaurants and hotels and asked them to please do signature drinks that were pink. That, at the end of it, apart from having the conversation and bringing the awareness, maybe persons may feel somewhat obligated to make a donation to the Cancer Society as part of that, or even the institutions themselves. So we're trying to rock everything pink. So whether it's the hair, whether it's the nails, your accessories that you use, for the kids, we're trying to do croc gibbets, that are breast cancer awareness. We're doing maybe even with the golfers to get I'm probably going to use the golf ball things that you put on the grass, that have a breast cancer.
Some representation.
Exactly. We're doing a lot of the pins that you can use. We're hoping that a lot of the sports organizations will join us by buying bands. We're thinking that that's not going to distract from swimming, football, basketball. You have a nice silicone wristband that is supportive of what we're trying to do. So it's a culmination of everything. It's getting people involved in the campaign. It's trying to get the education and awareness out there. It's fundraising. But we're really hoping that, for example, the ministry as well as other organizations like Faces of Cancer will join us with that one theme, that we're all on board, that we're making this October pink on purpose.
We definitely will be coming back. We need to put the word out there, but we will be coming back as the activity starts to unfold in October as well. But you do have a form. You sent me a form, and I just want you to briefly explain what the form is and how can persons obtain the form and what do they do with it.
So we've reached out to some of the businesses simply because we're hoping that we get requests and orders for larger numbers. So we sent out our campaign information accompanied by a form. The form and a catalog. So the catalog gives an idea of the variety of pins. We're doing t-shirts, a bit reluctant because, the sizes, you have to get everything ordered way before and not wait until October. So the form gives you an opportunity to identify yourself, whether it's an individual, a small group, or a large group, where you submit that to the Cancer Society, and we can give you the email address, we can give you all of our different handles as well as a telephone number so that you can contact us directly and just place an order. So at least we have everything, especially since we're doing this in September going into October, that we have your orders so that we can get stuff to you in time for the beginning of October.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so our email address is St. Lucia Cancer Society. That's STLUCIA Cancer Society @gmail.com. Our telephone number is 452-1538. I think the WhatsApp number is 461-1538. So we're going to use our website as well to put the catalog up, and that's www.stluciacancersociety.org. So that, and obviously our social media handles, SLU Cancer Society, that's our Instagram page, and St. Lucia, SAINT, St. Lucia Cancer Society on Facebook. So all of that information will be out there. We really, really want, not just every Friday, we really want to see the pink out there. We also know it's Juniquirol. Last year we tried to combine the two, the pink and the madras, just not to separate them. People have to think they have to do two different things. But this year it's about pink. October is about pink. We invite people to come out and support the CIBC walk. So in Castries, it's on the 5th of October, our usual Sunday. We don't want you to just buy a CIBC Walk for the Cure t-shirt. We want you to come out in your numbers and do the walk. That's how we support survivors, thrivers. And you just never know. You just never know if something like breast cancer is going to affect you personally at some point in time.
Well, you know what? Like I said, we definitely will be coming back, following up on some of the, zeroing on some of the actual activities in October. But at least you have the beforehand information. So if you're a company, individual, you want to make those purchases, definitely an opportunity to do so. All right. But we'll see you again soon.
Definitely. Thank you, as usual.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Donation Foundation continues to just, just keep us all in awe. So much is happening there, and Diane is she's putting in the work, and we're admiring it, and we're definitely here for it. Like we said, we promised from the start, we're doing it all the way through. Guess what? They just came back from Belize. I want to go Belize. Good Deeds Day again. Diane is here, and we got our good friend here.
Jenna.
Jenna is here. Diane is here.
Yes.
Now they just got back from Belize. Let me tell you about. Diane, what is the cutoff point again to take part in this pageant? Because I find too much things happening, and I get it to be part of it. I mean, imagine you take part in a pageant. You understand? And all of a sudden you're there touring the Caribbean, going all over the place, all Africa. Yeah, contestants reaching all day, but nonetheless, Diane, I want to know what I need to do to sign up because I want to tour. Anyways, we're talking about Belize now. They just got back from Belize at a significant conference. So, Diane, welcome back home. Darling, welcome back home. Tell me about it, Diane. What was that about?
It's actually the third regional Good Deeds Day conference that we had in Belize. Our leaders from around the Caribbean, we came together working on our strategic goal for 2026, seeing what is happening around the Caribbean, how we can do it better, how we could continue passing on that message of doing good. And not just that, how we could get more people, the governments, the NGOs, communities, young people, everybody, how can they get involved in doing good?
Wonderful.
Yes.
So Belize was the conference. A lot of things happened over there. Yes. Was a success by every indication.
It was indeed a success. And of course, me being the regional leader, it really brought a lot of joy, a lot of pride. With having not just one person from St. Lucia, but two persons from St. Lucia being part and getting that experience to see what it is like, not just doing good in St. Lucia, but doing good in the region and in the world, because then we would have our CEO, Kenan Rabino present, and also the director of Good Deeds Day, Hannah, present, and also showcasing what is being done around the world. Wow. So it was an exciting time. We got to meet the Prime Minister of Belize. We got to meet various government officials, the mayor, and it was just a great time of just exchanging our culture. We also saw the Miss Universe for Belize. They were also part of that experience. Nice. So it was just a lot coming together as to how we could just widen our reach when it comes to doing good and spreading the message.
Wonderful. Well, that is from you, the president.
Yes.
So one might say, well, the president don't have a choice. He had to say it was good. So I want to ask you, what was your experience like being part of that as a contestant of the Miss Good Deeds Day 2024, being able to be flown out to Belize, in the company, in the auspices of so many dignitaries. What was that experience like for you?
It was a really good experience. Like Dan said, I got to experience the different cultures from the different Caribbean countries. It was really eye-opening knowing that Good Deeds Day has a really good effect, like all over the world, not only in St. Lucia or in one specific region. So it was really amazing.
So you get a little bit more inspired,
yes.
To stick in that realm there.
Yes.
Now I want to ask you, you're a chef personally. Now you say experience the cultures. There was food and thing. You understand?
Yeah.
You get a little belly taste of food.
I tried everything.
Well, you're not about to put you on the spot. You had to put together bellies. What was the favorite bellies inspired dish that you enjoyed?
Something called penades. I'm not sure if I pronounced it.
I don't care if you could pronounce it right. You're going to have to make it for us. Listen, you're going to try and make it.
I'll try.
Right. When you're making it. No, don't tell them. Don't say anything because they might want to come and clog up by your home. We you're going to make it. We go organize what we're doing. Yeah. I go come and sample. We go sit down, have a little dinner, and then we go tell them how it was.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But did you get inspired now in that realm in terms of your cuisine, your art, your career? Did you get inspired some other way now, exploring dishes from different islands as well?
Yes, I got many ideas. The way they present the dishes, the different flavors in the desserts especially, I got so many ideas. Yeah. I even got inspired even at the conference itself. As the Little Good Deeds Day coordinator, I got so many ideas as to how I can get more children in, what other activities I can do with them. So it was really amazing.
A lot happened there for you, girl. And we're excited and we're happy about that. You see what we're doing? Yes. We're building the future. We're building leaders. So I am elated that you got that experience, and I could see and feel the excitement from you. So I know you're going to make good use of it. So all the best. Now, Diane, moving forward, what's next on the cards? Where we headed next? Because we're here. We're running and we're rolling with you, and we're pulling the punches with you. So that was one down. So what next?
Actually, next 2 weeks, the Queen and myself, we will be leaving to go to Togo, Africa. And from that, we have the upcoming Good Deeds Day pageant, November 8th. And yes, this is where we are for Good Deeds Day. As Donation Foundation, we do have a number of things happening. We are going to have our second Impactful Men's Forum. We also will be launching a project next week, Saturday, called Voices of Peace. And yeah, this is where we are. A lot is happening.
So we're gonna keep on the ball with that. But for now, this is it from Good Deeds Day. I'm glad you got to do that. I'm going on the next one, Togo, Africa. We come in. No, don't play with me. Can you get your passport ready? We need passport, right?
Yes.
We need visas.
Yes.
Oh,
but that can be handled.
You see, that's how your boss speak. And that's from the boss. We're going to go Africa. Definitely. But big up to Good Deeds Day. And you know what? Doing good is a good thing.
And it feels good.
It feels good.
Yes.
Something. It is that kind of day. Out here is going to be an awesome day today. I want to bid you a very wonderful, productive, joyful, and most of all, peaceful day today. Go on out and have an awesome Thursday. And let's do it again tomorrow for another DBS This Morning.